What's up, YouTube? This is a question. I wanted to try to analyze this fight. Well, I really didn't want to analyze this fight. Pretty much, I just wanted to ask a question about the mental makeup of you know Billy Joe Saunders, right? And what type of fighter he is, and maybe somebody can answer that for me. Now, I believe Andy Lee and Billy Joe Saunders. So you got Andy Lee, Billy Joe Saunders, and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Those are guys that I know that are supposed to be Irish gypsies or travelers up in the UK. And I was wondering, does that have anything to do with the mental makeup of Billy Joe Saunders and how he fights? Because not picking on Billy Joe Saunders or anything like that. Or but you see Andy Lee. Andy Lee was hurt. It seems like Andy Lee is a counter puncher or something like that. It looks like he's limited. It's like Andy Lee sort of gets like a pass for how he fights because it seems like he's limited. I don't think anybody expects much from him. He does have a big punch. I mean, that's what he has going for him, and that's what he has to do. He has to set guys up for a big punch. It's almost like Randall Bailey, or who else I can compare him to? Maybe like a few other guys who don't have. Like Juan Manuel Marquez. Like he needs you to come forward in order to create his offense. Pretty much what Luis Ortiz did with Brian Jennings. He just let him come forward and he got off. Or sort of like what's his name? Jeez, man, I know his name. Rigondeaux. He's a counter puncher, or Mayweather. I'll say like the older version of Mayweather. He's like a safety first guy, and I just want to ask the question: the way Billy Joe Saunders fought, it was sort of like safety first, it's like he was edging him out. Sort of what Tyson Fury did with Klitschko. He didn't beat him up or anything like that, or even press the fight. And it seemed like the only time Tyson Fury actually pressed the fight was when Klitschko had his back turned. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he pressed the fight a little bit, but not enough. He didn't take the opportunity, Billy Joe Saunders, to take the fight from Andy Lee. It looks like after those two knockdowns, Billy Joe Saunders was even safer. He just used the jab. He did showboat a little bit, but he was just looking for spots and stuff like that. And granted, he needed to do that, I guess, to get the win. But this was like a championship fight, and I just wanted to know, do you think him being like a traveler or anything like that had anything to do with the way how he fought, Andy Lee? Because it seemed like he was like an opportunist, and and some other fighters, let's say certain Mexican fighters or whatever like that, are pretty much known to press the action, go for the gusto, and or who was it? Ricky Hatton. He's going against Mayweather. He's like, you know what? I might as well just go for it, balls to the wall, and if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. It's almost like James Kirkland. Like if you're not knocking out James Kirkland is just gonna keep coming forward, keep pressing the action. And with some other fighters, they look for opportunities, they catch you, and with a good punch, and they close. Or if you're in trouble, and the round ends. Let's just say they got a knockdown, the round ends, and then the following round they press the action like Axeman Waters. He just press the action. He gets that knockdown. He sees you getting in trouble or something like that. But Yeah, man. Somebody can like answer that for me. Somebody's like you know, from that community or something like that. You know, does Billy Joe Saunders being like a traveler or Irish gypsy, that have anything to do with his fighting style and stuff like that? Seems like an opportunist, and he doesn't seem like a person that's going for you know. The mountaintop, man, shooting for greatness. So I think he's gonna try to milk this belt because he called out Miguel Cotto, and I believe Saul Canelo Alvarez, I believe, but it's already known that he doesn't even want to fight. What's his name, Gennady Golovkin, and he didn't count out. He didn't shout. He didn't call out. Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jacobs. He said he's ready for anybody now, but I doubt it, man. I don't think he's ready. So I don't think he's ready. Not only that, I don't think he wants it. I think he's gonna cherry pick a lot of fights and defend his belt over in the UK, and makes his money, which is all right with me. I mean, he's got his own fan base and stuff like that. But do you think Billy Joe Saunders is shooting for greatness? Do you think he's gonna milk the belt, and do you think that has anything to do with his his background or something like that, with his mental makeup? Let me know what you think. I'm only like asking this question because I'm not sure. Because only thing I know about Irish gypsies, whatever like that, or travelers, is from documentaries, on like YouTube, movies, and whatnot. I haven't, as far as I know, rubbed elbows or befriended anybody or broke bread with anybody, and I don't even know the community, firsthand. So maybe somebody that knows the community firsthand, that's from the community, can shed some light on that for not only to me, but anybody who checks out the comments, if you're going to make a comment. All right, man. Thanks for listening. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.